Shout out to my fellow targets of the Arsenal. What the fuck? "18 months, never stopping that Jack Manifold grind." "16 months of not stopping the party." What a notif. Happy 30 months. Where is Freddy 5 Bear? Oh. Can't remember the chat was this crazy lol. Sup y'all. Mom. Oh great heavens. I have Ra.
Hello! Welcome, welcome, welcome. May I just say, you are some fake motherfuckers. Fake ass motherfuckers. You know the amount of people that pull up to the stream that usually aren't here? Fake motherfuckers. You know? I'm just saying, I hate every time, you know? Fake ass motherfuckers pulling up. 4.8k. You know how rare that is these days? In this economy. If you're not here regularly, fake. Thank you for being here though. Please follow. You know. Come back tomorrow. I'm doing a stream with car seat headrest. Oh, I'm getting all the promo in early. Get all the promo in. Milk the situation, you know? Yeah, car seat headrest on the stream tomorrow. Oh, I'm terrible with names. Andrew and Will from car seat headrest. They're coming, so keep an eye out for them. Anyway. Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. One last bit of promo before I start, by the way, guys. Shop I'm Talking Patreon. Only $7! You can guarantee what we're going to be talking about this week. So don't worry. Don't worry. It's going to be good. But anyway. Welcome. 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 Let's turn the music off. Let's get serious. Guys. What the fuck was that about? Can we just start with that? For those who are genuinely unaware, like for those who don't use X, the everything app, right? I'm going to fill you in on what went down yesterday. Because I like to actually trace this event is like bizarre. I actually. Okay. So, let me start you off with the point of conception for all of this, all right? Let's just start from there and we'll move, okay? So, me and Tom, our little podcast, shut up, I'm talking. The Patreon's only $7. You know how it works. Look, it's a good time. We go on there, and you know what? Having been boys who were part of, COVID and the Dream SMP, who were, a little bit scared to express their thoughts through worry of them being misrepresented. It's been really freeing to go and make our own podcast years later, where the audience has calmed down and the older people show up, and we talk about things that we've always wanted to really say, right? That's how it goes. And this often means that people that have slightly pissed us off over the years, we talk about it. And it's usually actually not that deep. It's usually just us getting frustrated over like mild interactions. And this is what this comes from. Basically, Tom said Miskiff was the worst person he met all year. Now, was this hyperbole and exaggeration? I don't want to put words in his mouth, but I imagine probably. Because all that happened was, as some of you know, Tom got in from the UK. He landed in San Diego. He was waiting for me and Harry to come grab him from the hotel. And Miskiff came over and tried to make small talk. And Tom was giving him every signal to leave him alone, and he wouldn't. And he's like, God, this guy's irritating. That was it, right? And we sort of joke about it on the podcast. And we're laughing, and he's just getting frustrated. And Miskiff gets like really, really annoyed. And sorry, I'm just scrolling through my replies because I went, oh, this was it. This was how annoyed Tom was.
I thought it was 20 minutes. I did think you were a moron. You're going from the east to the 1cc party hotel, and little weaselly Miskiff rolls around to me.
Weaselly?
Yeah. He's like, and I'm like, shut up, Miskiff. And he goes,
like, we're just taking the piss, whatever. Do we like Miskiff? Not particularly, but still, not that deep. Miskiff gets very upset. Somewhere in here it is.
Talking to Tommy Innit, he was probably one of the most insufferable people that I've ever talked to in my fucking life. When I was sitting there waiting for Masayoshi to pop up, Tommy Innit is just standing there like a complete prick and looking like such a jackass. I'm trying to just sit there and wait for Masayoshi. I say hello to him, and he gives me the rudest stare.
Why? Already? He lost me immediately, by the way, because he goes, Tommy stood there like a prick, and I go, what do you mean? Wait, you're telling me you're pissed that he was standing in your general area? And then you decided, because he was being such a prick, that you would make small talk with him. Like, already the story doesn't make sense, right? He gets really mad, and I mean, do you want me to be completely honest? I'll be completely honest. We had a meeting yesterday about podcast marketing strategy. And we were like, and one of the strategies our team presented us with was make more funny tweets on X. So we opened X and we saw that Dexerto was stirring all this shit, and Miskiff was real mad. And we were like, let's make some funny tweets. So I went through and replied to absolutely everything with Shut Up, I'm Talking Patreon. Only $7 as I do. Hold on. Oh, that's the wrong. There you go. I haven't set up that button on this scene. It's all right. It's very impromptu. Whatever. So I go around doing all this. And then Tom, bless his soul, just quote tweets Miskiff saying, hold on, let me go find the tweet. Tom quote tweets Miskiff getting all upset and just says, you are just really hard to talk to. Light little jab. Funny. Whatever. Right? Bit unnecessary, but we're trying to do some marketing here, right? Then XQC chimes in on stream and says that Tom's cringe for discussing like small talk he had with a creator just to dog on them that happened off stream. And it's like a sentiment I can almost like sort of maybe see an inkling of like, you know, like, oh, if something happens off stream, don't bring it on stream. But it was just a little lighthearted joke. The intention wasn't to actually start beef. Also, I'm sure XQC he's done worse. I would imagine he's probably done the same at some point. You know, I've seen him do some pretty horrendous shit. So I'm going to assume he's done the same. Speaking of which, Tom then reminded him of this pretty bad shit by showing him the picture of him glazing Trump with his weird Trump t-shirt when he met Trump. A big fucking grin on his face, right? And called him cringe. Funny tweet. Bangs a few likes. And then XQC, could you believe it? He claps back, right? In a shocking twist. He goes, from doing streams in my basement to doing a stream with the president, how is that a diss? You went from dick riding Dream for a living to making jokes to teenage girls. Lock in. And like, you know, there's a lot he's ignored here. You know, I mean, if it was as simple as he'd met the president and done a stream with him, that'd be great. But I think he's forgetting that this president, the one he's met just now, is an entirely terrible person, you know, like an actual, like a convicted criminal. Like an actual convicted criminal, you know? Like convicted of crimes. I just really want to stress this is a felon. Like a really rich and powerful felon, but still a felon. And you know, you know, maybe you do the stream as like a journalist, right? And you get him on and you go, Mr. Trump, you know, I think you're bad and I don't think you should be the president. And I want to hear I want to debate you. And maybe you do that. And maybe I go, oh, you know what? That's, you know, power to you, man. That's some journalistic, that's a difficult journalism, you know, a journalistic thing to pull off. To get the president to sit and talk to someone who actively disagrees with him. But you didn't. You just wore a t-shirt with his face on it and glazed him really hard. It's not impressive. You're exactly what he wants every American citizen to be. Just like a little lapdog. Just being like, oh, Trump, I love you, man. I love you, man. You know, whatever. But I digress. He posts a clip of Tom's stand-up. Kind of in a way, just promoting Tom's stand-up. Because it's a perfectly funny clip.
The best ending ever.
And now, as I near towards the end of my set,
also, this is silliness, by the way. Max GG's got the Max GG cinematic universe all got dragged into this, which I also think is phenomenal.
Sitting the stage, I'm going to ascend to heaven. It didn't work. Anyway, thank you.
Which is perfectly funny, you know. Good ending to a comedy set, whatever. Who cares? You don't like it, XQC, that's fine. And then, and now I'm gonna put you in my shoes, right? I saw this. I just gotten into bed with my girlfriend. I'm comfortable. You know, I've had a nice day. I had a lovely stream. I'm feeling good. I was a little sick. I'm thinking, oh, I'm gonna have a nice sleep now. Cuddle up with my girlfriend, you know. All this. But I get the craziest urge to poo, right? It's like 1, 2 a.m. I'm like, I'm sorry, I didn't want to get out of bed. I didn't want to get out of bed at all. But I need to poo. I got to shit, right? So I get out of bed. And I go, better go poo. And I open Twitter, right? Sorry, I didn't mean to bring it up, but I gotta put you in my shoes here. I need you to know the vulnerable position I was in when I found this information. I'm sat on the toilet and I open Twitter and I go, I'm trying to cut back on Twitter recently. It's been hard the past couple of days, but I've been trying. And I'm trying to cut back on Twitter and I'm like, I'll just go have a little look. I'll just have a little look to like see what's gone down on the XQC tweet. You know, what's public opinion? So I go to check the quote retweets because that's a good way of gauging, you know, like the public opinion. Like, are people mostly dogging on Tom? Are people dogging on him? I'm curious, right? You know, so I go have a peep, and I see a quote retweet, Quote retweet that no longer exists. I'm gonna have to find a picture of this quickly to really, you know, really. Hold on, can't believe I'm doing this. You know, I'm looking at the quote retweets and I see this quote retweet from an account that looks like Dream, and he's made quite a like a vulgar sort of like brash post, a very unlike, you know, Dream's, you know, I don't find it to be an agreeable guy. I think I made that clear, you know, but like language that I don't think he would use, you know, I think he's above, right? Like, even though I think he's a piece of shit, I think he's above tweeting out that sort of vitriol. It's that one account, the Dream was Talon account, you know, the one that like had a slight typo in the @ and would like do all these false tweets. I'm like, oh, it's him. I thought he got deleted. So I look at the @ It's like 1 a.m. My eyes are tired. I'm looking at the @ I'm going, wait, I can't see the typo. I'm like, what? I'm like, what? Wait. I actually can't see the typo. And then I click on the tweet, and it's just him. And he said this. And I was just speechless. Like, actually, like, genuinely, actually speechless. Like, I couldn't believe my eyes. Just, years and years of this guy being like, you know, fucking, hello, my fans, I am good. I would never say slurs. I would never do all this. And he just drops a slur. But I'm more shocked because the beef wasn't even about him. No one mentioned him. I mean, XQC mentioned him briefly in the tweet, but no one was going for him. He wasn't, you know, like there's no excusable way of him ever saying that word. But maybe if we'd beat him into a corner and we'd been after him for weeks, and in an angry fit of rage because we've just bullied him for weeks, he said that, albeit it'd still be wrong, but I could at least make some sense of it. But he just inserted himself in a situation and said something that no one agreed with. And this is what I said. I replied, I saw it like right after. People get accused of me of having notifications on, but I just genuinely stumbled on that shit. Where's my reply? No, that's the, what did I tweet? I just replied, like, not even your people fuck with this. Because I'm like, when I say truly baffling, but I just meant it. I was just really, genuinely, like, I just didn't get, I still, like, for the life of me, could not tell you what must have crossed his mind to think that everyone was gonna go, yeah, bro, you got him. That's what they are. Like, no. Even his own people were like, yo, dude, like, I respect the sentiment, but that isn't the wording. Like, even people that agreed with him were like, that's not the way to say that. Needless to say, hard ratio from myself, because everyone agreed with it. You know, it was, I really don't understand. That's what I can't wrap my head around. I don't understand who that tweet was for. And then afterwards, he came out like being like, yeah, but I'm autistic, so I can reclaim it. And I don't, you know, I'm not autistic. And I am neurodivergent. So maybe I do have a 2 I'm very recently neurodivergent. I'm not even officially diagnosed. I'll get diagnosed next Wednesday with ADHD. You know? So maybe I can weigh in. I don't know. I don't know if anyone can reclaim. I don't know. Like, I'm just not educated on this. But I'm definitely certain, beyond my lack of like knowledge on who can and can't, and if anyone can for that matter, I'm definitely certain that absolutely nobody can take it and reclaim it to call it a group of people you don't like, especially a group of people that like many of which will be neurodivergent. Like I don't think, like, you can't use it. That's not reclamation. You're just using the slur and then being like, guys, but no. I'm of that group, so it's fine. Like, you can't, you know. Again, I'm not a guy who can reclaim many, if any, slur. I don't care for that stuff. I just don't say them, right? Like, so I don't know. I've never checked how many I got in the bank, you know. But like, I don't think. I think the whole point is to remove the negative connotation and use it amongst the group to sort of take the power away and reclaim that power. I mean, that's what the reclaiming part is. To just use it to call a bunch of people you don't like, as it has been used against you, is not the same thing. You're just, I don't know, it's like being shot and saying you can reclaim guns. I don't really know. I don't. You don't have to keep reminding me of the view count, by the way. I can see it, but thank you very much for all being hyped about it. Fake ass motherfuckers, that's all I'm going to say. Oh, by the way, there's way more viewers now, so I'm just going to do this again. There you go. Anyway, yeah, I just don't know. You know? And then he made a Reddit post that I haven't read this in full yet. Pyro sent it me earlier. I think he's doing a slop video on this now. So I'm looking forward to watching that. But anyway, he said, still genuinely confused on what the rules are. Honestly, not trying to be obtuse. Most people go viral for calling me the R word, and everyone explains that it's okay because they're neurodivergent. Which, like, I don't think... I think most people... This is the thing, though. Like, who... Well, what is his definition of goes viral? Because I have not seen a tweet calling Dream the R slur ever. I mean, I probably have, like, in passing with, like, 5 likes. But I mean, like, one that actually held any weight. And I'm sure he does get them. But, like, there is going to be the odd viewer in a community that doesn't like you that uses bad language. And, like, things that... And there will be people that agree with him. But, like... It, like, baffles me because it's like... Oh, he's talking about Cantu. Right. I mean... Sure, I forgot about that, yeah. There you go. I forgot he did. But I don't know if he used the same language, but still, he used slurs. I'll give you that. Yeah, I mean, I don't agree with that. I don't think you should do that. I don't know. I don't know what to say, you know? I mean, the one thing I like, the only clear difference there, though, again, I suppose, is that, like, you publicly, in front of millions, insulted a group of millions using a slur, and one guy called you a slur in the back of the car, and the only reason anyone knows it is because you leaked it. And I'm not saying that's good. He shouldn't call you a slur. That's in the wrong. But like I feel like the magnitude's off. You know? I just feel like the magnitude's off on that. I don't think that's the same thing. Like that was like a clearly intoxicated guy saying something he shouldn't have said, and then that getting leaked. And this is you, like, consciously choosing to, like, publicize that in front of millions. Like, there's, like, a level of, like, extra responsibility you need to take around your life. You should never use that language, but, like, especially around millions of people that look up to you. You know, like, that is a magnitude worse, right? So, like, let's say, for example, like, he did, like, I don't know. I'm just, like, baffled. I don't know. Like, I'm like trying to, like, I'm trying to see it from his perspective, because from what I understand of Dream, because we have chatted privately, right? Like, last time, when the podcast clip blew up of me saying I hated him, me and him, like, chatted privately. Like, we had a call and we spoke, I wish I could tell you like anything productive happened, but like nothing did. I really. But the only thing that I gathered is that like genuinely, like Dream doesn't. Like when he says he doesn't get it, like he doesn't get why people are mad at him, he means it. Like I realized throughout that call, like there was a lot of like I don't see what I did wrong there sort of conversations, like where I'd be like, well, I think that's wrong, and he's like, I don't get it. There was like a lot of that, and I do feel bad for him in a sense because like that is, like I imagine it's difficult to have such a big platform, and not and struggle with sort of navigating those situations, but all and like I do think it's genuine, like, you know, I do think it's genuine, but at the same time, like I'm trying to like put myself in his head, and like, and I still, even if you've misunderstood and you think that you can reclaim the slur that way, even if you're at that point, like, oh no, like, sorry, even if you think you can like reclaim, so what am I trying to say? Like, even if you think you can reclaim that slur, thinking that you can publicly call millions of people it is like a magnitude above, like, say, calling it one guy maybe, but even then, like, that would be wrong too. Like, this is all wrong. I just don't get it. I just don't get it. And he didn't need to get involved. I just don't understand. He's been accused of so many bad things. So many terrible things. And the people that have accused him, he's never, like, lashed back in this sort of, like... He's responded, but he's never lashed out in this sort of angry and personal way. Like, he's just went for, like, a personal attack, you know? He's called him a bad thing. Like, he's never done that in the past. And he's been accused of awful shit. And the time he... But the second Donald Trump and XQC were insulted, he's like, I've got to step in, you know? Like, that's what I don't get. That's what I'm lost on, is like, what? Why was this the hill you chose to die on? I don't get why this was the hill. Someone said right-wing tilt time, and I'm like, I don't know. I can't believe with the audience that we had back in the day, he would be able to pull off a right-wing tilt. But disagreeing with Tommy there, like, which is what he's saying he is. He's like disagreeing with Tommy and backing up XQC is to say that you also think that the stream he did with Trump is cool. Like that's like, it's not direct, but it's in the subtext. Like, you know, like to like defend XQC there is to like side with that. And like, you know, having shared the same audience in 2021, I can tell you, if he's still got that same audience, they're not gonna fuck with that. Like, it's in the subtext of that. To, you know, it just feels very like, you know, he saw Sapnap get away with joining Kick, and he's like, oh, we can do anything. You know, we can do anything right wing. I don't know. And the apology, by the way, the end of this kills me. Because you can tell he's just still mad. The thing, like, he's still clearly very pissed off writing this. Like, this isn't him being like, I'm sorry. This is him, like, saving face while still pissed off that people have told him off. And you can tell, because he never once apologizes. He just says, lesson learned. Hopefully I can be forgiven. Back to coding. Like, this is beneath him. Back to coding, like, all this was... The back to coding is so fucking full of himself, snide. Like, but like it's actually, as much as it's such a stupid line, it is the most fucking stupid thing. Like to say back to coding implies that all of this is beneath you, right? Like your coding task is more important, right? Like what you, the fucking Minecraft Fusion bullshit you're coding is more important than dealing with this Twitter drama, despite the fact that the Twitter drama is you insulting a group of millions. Like let's not really like underestimate the number of people affected, like millions. And like, let's say that he's not referring to that part, and he's referring to just the drama as a whole. No one asked you to get involved. You just did it. So you clearly didn't think it was beneath you. You're just trying to make it look like it's beneath you. Back to coding. Like, fuck off. So stupid. Like, utterly stupid. It's like, it's the fact that, I don't know, man. I really don't get how his audience see him as genuine. Because the veil's so thin. The veil is so thin that he actually gives a shit about any of this. Like, that he's upset people. Like, the veil is like paper thin. He just makes a half-ass. This is the worst. This isn't even love you guys. Like, this isn't even that. There's not even like an ounce of appreciation for the audience here. This is just, all right, I've learned. Forgive me. Fuck off. Like that. This is the worst one yet, and people eat it up. Like, not even saying I'm sorry. Wild. To not even apologize for the mistake, which you admit you made, but then, or like sort of admit you've made. Is there actually like, yeah, no, just saying people are like, it's okay, it's valid that people are upset. Yeah, what? And then saying, I have my own reasons for having a problem with Tommy going around being the internet police. That lies about, I don't know when Tom has lied about him. That's what I'm trying to work out. Like, the last time we spoke about him was just recounting a story that was true. You know? I don't know. I don't want to like. I don't know. I don't know. If, like, my response is just I don't know. I really don't. It's so crazy to me. Because I really want to try and understand his perspective, you know. And, like, I think a lot of the time he genuinely feels like the internet just dogs on him because they don't like him. And that it's, like, one rule for one and like, one rule for others. And there is a little bit of that, you know? I think there's a little bit of that. I'll say it, you know? I don't think, like... Fuck it, you know what? And this is no insult to my audience. But I think the internet at large, if I had tweeted the same tweet, but replaced it with Dream fans, like, I think most of the internet at large would have defended me. Because people don't like him. But the thing is, that dislike doesn't come from nowhere. Like, the dislike comes from years of valid shit. You know? And, like, this isn't an invalid thing to be mad about. And it is kind of true. Like, he's in the viewers list. Cool. Like, nice to see you here. Like, I'll speak directly to you. It's fine. Like, you know, I actually see his point. There's a level of truth to it. Absolutely. If I had tweeted that, I would not experience as much backlash as he had. But that is because, time and time again, he has proven himself to not be a good person. And all of a sudden, when someone has already lost the favor of people, then things that you do that are bad. Because if I did it, it would still be bad. But people are willing to turn a blind eye to so much. But when you've already sort of like filled your bad person quota, right? You don't have to scream "get out," you lot. Just let him be in chat. Who cares? Like, whatever. Who cares? Like, he can watch this. You know, as I say, I spoke to him only like the other day. I'll happily say this to his face. It's not a problem, right? Because, like, you know, my wish for him is to learn from it, like, genuinely. Because I do genuinely believe that he doesn't get it. Like, I don't think he gets the situation. At least not to a full degree. You know? So fine. You know? But, like, anyway. Point is. Oh, Miskiff wants to collaborate. Fuck it. I'll speak to Miskiff. Oh, this went poorly last time. All right, we'll see. I'll see what he wants to say. I'll feel it out. This went badly last time, but we'll see. I'm just curious what he has to say. Hey, Mizkiv.
Wait, hold on.
We gotta be careful here because last time this happened, it went badly.
Yeah, it went badly for you, and I'm sorry about that.
Hey, it's all right, man. You didn't know.
I didn't.
I mean,
know.
you sort of, but it's fine. Water under the bridge.
All right, listen. It's all water. Look, this whole thing's water under the bridge.
Yeah,
I just wanted to call and say that I'm sorry.
That's fine, man. That's all right. I mean, you know, that's all good.
You know, you know me. You've known me for years. You know that I could be a little bit much in person. You know, I can act up and.
Yeah, I think I think he was just tired. And I think he didn't want to talk to you.
Yeah,
I don't think it was that deep. I think we were just trying to do a little funny joke on the podcast. $7 for the Patreon, by the way.
Yeah, I heard it's $7.
$7.
I see your tweets.
Yeah, thank you.
Bad. I just wanted to call and say that I'm sorry, and I think in person sometimes I could be a little much, and you know that, Jack, firsthand.
Yep.
And I'm trying to learn from it. You know, I'm 35 now, so I'm getting to that age where I should probably learn a little bit. You know, getting out of my young years a little. So, I just wanted to call and say I'm apologizing for that. I'm sorry.
It's all right, man.
And I'm glad that your podcast is doing well. You guys got
Thank you.
$7 Patreon's pretty good. You know.
Yeah, we might have more now over the weekend. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't have those
guys,
stats.
I'm down to be a guest if you need me. You know what I mean? Or I could be a punching bag, which I'm totally down for either.
We'll, you know what? Well, maybe we'll be in touch.
Yeah. I was actually going to start a podcast with Dream.
Go for it, man.
Yeah, we're gonna call it a two-way street.
The joke went over my head.
Or how about fork in the road?
Oh, okay. Sure. Have a good stream, mate.
I just want to.
I'm done. Fuck that. I don't like that guy. I just wanted to. I'm too nosy. Sorry. I'm too nosy. Too nosy. And last time he wanted to speak to me about dream stuff. It just got me in a lot of shit because he said something a bit rude and I didn't clock it. You know, I do apologize a little bit to my response for that, by the way. I dismiss people try and bring that up all the time, and I think fair enough. It's been rehashed a little. I'll bring it up now very quickly. Although roughly, I still stand by the sentiment that I didn't say anything that bad, and in fact, I won't even get into it. But you're streaming with him still? No, I'm not. It just says that. Yeah. I shouldn't have responded as harshly as I did. People were upset, and I should have been a little bit more gracious towards that. But, Anyway, what's Harry saying?
Oh,
hello.
Hello.
You all right? You want a piece?
Wait.
Everyone wants a piece of me today.
I have my headphones in wrong on
Everyone wants a
Discord.
piece of me today.
Hey, don't say anything. Don't say anything crazy. I can't hear you.
I'm not saying anything crazy. $7 Patreon. Chap, I'm talking. Sorry, I've got to do that sometimes.
Hello, how are you?
I'm all right, to be fair.
Have you discussed it? Have you spoken about it already? Gimpy Trump boy? Have you discussed the situation?
No, I'm still going. I just had Miskiff call into the stream.
I saw.
Yeah.
That's why I wanted to kind of do a post-game interview with you.
Yeah, he just sort of apologized for going in on Tom, and I didn't apologize. Because I thought Tom's point was relatively...
No, first of all, he should be apologising. We had to walk all the way from the MCC party to save Tom. I was like 3 drinks deep, man. I was having a fucking great time. And I had to vacate the property. It was dreadful. So he should ask for gifted. That's what we need.
Yeah, so I didn't apologise to him. Because I thought it was... I didn't say it for a start. And also, I don't think I did anything wrong. And I didn't want to make amends with him because from what I know of him, he's a pretty bad guy. I think he's done some bad shit.
Yeah.
Since last time we were cool back in the day, but then I learned about a bunch of shit he's done, and now I'm not cool with him no more.
Oh, allegedly.
Oh, I mean, allegedly, yeah. Like things I've heard.
He's known to sue. So there was.
I'm not saying he's. I don't know. I've just heard bad shit. I don't know whether it's true or not. I just heard it.
Yeah.
I'm not saying he's done anything because I don't know. I've not experienced anything, but like, apart from that one time he got me on a lot of shit.
Yeah.
Zoil wants to collaborate. Fuck me! God, you get fucking 8K viewers. Everyone wants you. Fucking
dude, this is great. He needs to tweet slurs more often. I have so many views.
Yeah, all right. Well,
I have so many. Well, I'll let you get back to your drama.
Thank you.
I'll do a bit more of mine.
Thank you very much, mate. $7 Patreon, everyone. Remember.
Yeah, and Prime subs.
Yeah, those two. I don't really get. Bye. All right, let's get Zoil in here. You all right, mate? Hello?
Mate, what is going on?
Oh, Dream made a stupid tweet and I made a stream talking about it and then Mizkif called in. And I thought, I don't really like you, but I want to know what you've got to say. So I let him in.
Wow, okay.
So I let him in. And he just wanted to apologise for being mean to Tom, which I thought, it's all well and good. You weren't mean to me, though, so I don't know why you felt the need to tell me, but, you know, I think you just saw the view count.
Oh, yeah,
But yeah, how are you doing? You spoken about it?
No, Brian, I literally, I was going to raid you, and then I saw your title, and I was like, oh, better not, actually. That sounds
you
like
could. You're allowed.
Well, I just don't know what's going on.
Oh, Dream used a slur in a tweet dissing Tom, and it was sort of really weird, because we were dogging on XQC, and he just came in to defend XQC.
Oh, whoa. Why are we dogging on XQC? That's my juicer. What did he do?
Oh, Tom, he just called Tom cringe, so Tom showed the picture, just tweeted the picture of him with Trump.
Oh no, I saw all this. Never mind.
Yeah, and then, but yeah. So that situation, right? Whatever. Like, that isn't that deep, to be honest. Like, you know, I don't agree with him meeting Trump, but also, like, you only called him cringe. Whatever. But then, yeah, Dream came in and just started dropping slurs.
Oh.
Damn. And it was really weird. Because I don't know why he wanted to get involved. Because like none of his audience liked his response because he said a slur. So I
just wanted to know what was going on from the horse's mouth. Is that a saying?
I'm not even the guy. I think everyone thinks I'm the. I suppose because Tom hasn't responded. It's probably because of our Shut Up I'm Talking podcast. $7 Patreon, by the way.
Wow.
I don't know, man. I really don't.
Damn, man. Well, shit. Guys, we shouldn't let Dream say slurs, IMO.
Zoil, that's why you're always my favorite, man. You know, I really mean it. Seriously, you're on the right side of history always.
Oh well, that's all I have to really say. I think slurs are bad.
My goat. All right, I'm gonna leave you to it. Thank you very much for being here. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Right. Where was I? Because why is like everyone and their dog just rang in? I didn't realize we were doing call-ins this stream. Fucking Dream himself is gonna call in a moment. That'd be an interesting one. He's more than welcome. He can do it. I'd accept. If he wants to call in, I'd accept it. I'm always down to hear people's perspective, you know? Even if I don't agree with them. Like, I hope no one takes me accepting Mizkif there as agreeance. Even if I maybe come off, like, fine. I'm just not going to get him on stream and then be like, I hate you! Like, I want to hear what he's got to say, but, you know, I'm just nosy. Yeah. Sorry, I got nervous. I had a flashback to the last time I was on a stream with Mizkif. Again, it's just, whew, you get nervy. You know, you get nervous, man. You get nervous these days. But yeah. So I'm having a look at Twitter now. See if anything new's developed. Someone just said, fuck jackmanifold. He just said he heard things about Dream from Harry. I was talking about Mizkif, and that wasn't even what I said. I just said I'd heard bad things. So I'm not particularly friendly with him these days because I'd heard alleged things that aren't very nice, so I don't really want to be friends with him. Media literacy is scarce amongst some people. Yeah, I don't know, man. Yeah, I mean, we'll talk about this more on the podcast because I'll actually have time to think about it. Like, I'm sure there's things I've said right here that someone, like, later I'm going to go on Twitter and someone's going to poke a hole in it and be like, you said this and that's not quite right. And, like, probably, I'm just sort of roughly discussing. Oh, Tom's here. What's Tom saying? Oh, Tom Miskiff called into the stream to say sorry. I don't know why he called me. Probably because I have 8,000 viewers right now and you're not live. But, like, so he says sorry, mate. Do you forgive him? Or not? I'm not going to relay it, but I just for my own records, really, that is. Yeah. Oh, he's not in chat, is he? They're just calling out who's in the thing. All right, never mind, Tom. Just, you know, whatever. All right. Someone called me out on downplaying the Cantu situation. I'm not. I said it is bad. It is bad. I don't think it is as bad as calling millions of people that, like, you know, a slur. But I think it's bad. I think it's absolutely bad to, you know, like, call someone that. But also, like, when you're drunk and having an episode, I feel like you can't be held as accountable. But you still be held accountable. You know? I don't know. Baffles me. You say a situation isn't as bad as another situation and someone says you're downplaying it. It's like, no, I just think this is a worse thing to do. Like, you don't get the pass, but like you're less liable. I don't know. Like, I think that makes sense. I'm not saying it's not fucked up. I think people are like saying I'm not saying it's fucked up. I am. I'm just saying it's less fucked up. I don't think that's like crazy. Unless he was like Dream. My dad seemed to think Dream was absolutely. My dad's game theory was that Dream must have been hammered tweeting that. It's the only explanation he has. My dad thinks he could not be in his right mind and tweet that. Maybe that's true. Maybe he was drunk. Like, genuinely, that would, like, it would make it better, but again, it would make more sense. I'd be like, oh, okay, you were just, like, rage tweeting, as opposed to, like, because right now in my head, the thing that is, like, really baffling me the most is the fact that, like, he thought that would go down well. And, like, all of a sudden, if you say he was drunk, then I'm like, okay, I can see how a drunk person would think that would go down well. But, like, I don't understand how, like, anyone in their right mind could think that was going to go down well. Oh, thank you for the pinned message, mods. That's great. Great timing. Just admit you're talking about this for views? Yes. What? I want to promote my Patreon. I can speak about this for promotion's sake and then also say this is, like, what he did is wrong. But I'm discussing it. This is my job. What? Yes, it's my job. I get paid for this shit. That's why I'm getting paid for this. You know? It's like saying John Oliver only speaks what? It's like saying news anchors only report the news because they're doing it for money. Yes. It's their job. Getting views is my job. I could just go and tell my friend if I just wanted to, like, discuss why this is bad. I'd just do it to my friends, but no, I have an opinion, and sharing my opinion is my job. Like, what? Like, I needed to stream tonight. I like expressing my opinion on stream, so I went live and expressed my opinion, like I always do. You're just here for the first time because you don't care about my other opinions, and that's fine. You're entitled to that. I don't know. Crazy. Right. I feel like at this point I'm dragging it. You know, I wanted to be live longer, but I think I am just dragging it. I don't know. I don't have much more to say. I feel like I did at some point, but I think I've just lost it in being pissed off. Everyone calling it distracted me. I don't know. I just baffling, really. I mean, I don't know. Should I end it? Does anyone have any points to add? Does anyone have anything that I feel like I've missed? Is there anything I should have spoken about? I missed. You know? I don't want to say anything. Like, this is the thing. It's all good speaking about this. But, like, I just don't want to accidentally say something like I don't quite mean. It's very easy when you're live and just sort of, like, ranting to say things and then go like, oh, shit, I didn't really like that. Wasn't quite the exact right wording. have a tendency to use slightly off words. So I don't want to. Oh, Tom's replied to Dream, has he? What's he said? Oh, Tom just like called him like a dipshit, right? Oh yeah, he said all you had to do was get Trump involved and he finally cracked. That is really odd to me. That like, yeah, it was to yeah, I know, you know what, I'm gonna say it. You know the Miskiff thing? Remember when I got cancelled all those fucking years ago because I said like George's viewers were like Miskiff said like his viewers like 15-year-old girls who are obsessed with him, and I just like said yes, and then we continued talking. And beforehand, like, and I admit now, like, as I'm older, that was probably somewhat, that is like a little bit dismissive, and he is trying to say that to sort of mock him. But at the same time, I didn't clock that because we'd just been like, I didn't clock that at all because it's not something that I see as an insult. And we'd just been talking demographics just a few minutes prior. And like, so I genuinely thought it was just a comment. And like now I'm older and I've learned a little bit more about social cues. I can definitely say that maybe, I'm not going to speak for him because that's him. If he says he didn't, he didn't. I don't know. But like he says, you know, whatever. People were claiming that he was saying that to, you know, even though like demographically it's not far wrong. We had a majority female, majority young teenage audience. The words he used were roughly correct. And that's all I was agreeing with. Like, I'll stand by that. But when people were like, oh, he meant it misogynistically, like maybe he did. I don't know. Right? Whatever. What I will add, though, to this is we'd at least been having a discussion about demographics prior. So there was, like, reasonable context to mention that where it could have not been a dig, right? Like, there's the idea that, like, he was saying it to insult, or the fact that because we had just been speaking demographics, he was just focusing on demographics again. I don't know. I took the demographics route. But, like, a lot of people saw it as the insult route. And, like, that's fair enough. Like, you know. There was, like, you know, I really didn't think that. Whatever. The thing that, like, that gets me this time is XQC went after Tom for making a living making jokes to teenage girls. And there was no need to mention the demographic there because it's just yes, it's also a fact, but like you've clearly just mentioned it here to insult him. That's clear from the tone. Like I wasn't too clear on the tone with Miskiff, and maybe he did mean it as an insult, but I don't know because we had the demographic. This is definitely just an insult. I know he's made a TikTok. I'm making a point though. Like he definitely is making an insult right now. And then Dream defended this guy. Because, by the way, I didn't make the comment. Miskiff did. And I just said, yes. Agreeing with him because, it was a fact. But I understand that if it was an insult, I should have defended maybe. But I didn't see it that way. Again, like, I don't want to get into the weeds of this. But then XQC made the same comment. And Dream defended him. Which is equivalent, in a way, to just turning around and saying yes. And no one cared. No one called him a misogynist. I don't know. Do you see what I'm saying? Did he not do the same thing? Just now? And like his audience were the people that went after me and called me a misogynist for that, which I still don't think I am. I think I potentially was accidentally complicit in misogyny at worst. You know, like at very worst, I didn't clock it and was complicit in it. Maybe. You know? Right? And everyone always goes after the internalized misogyny comment. I'll address that in a second. Like, maybe I was complicit. But that was blatant misogyny that he was complicit in. I was like, accidentally complicit in, like, illicit misogyny. That was blatant. Like, that was obvious. No? Why is it all mad at him? That's another thing. Like, I just genuinely didn't clock it. And, like, if I really was complicit in, like, genuine misogyny, which I'm still not sure whether it was or wasn't. I don't know. No one ever seems to be able to agree. Like, but whether if it was and I was genuinely, like, I apologize. Like, I said that at the time. The only thing I regret being so harsh. I made the comment about how, like, if you see someone call a group, like say, oh, your audience is 15-year-old girls, and assume that is an insult, it's because of internalized misogyny. And I think that's always been a bit one, I think that's unfair of me a little bit there, because I can see that I couldn't see the logic in it, and now I'm a bit older, I can. But I also do think, like, and correct me if I'm wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong, please, because people bring this up all the time, and I just want to, like, say what I understand about this, and if I'm wrong, please correct me, like, I really mean it. Internalized misogyny, if I'm correct, is basically where, as a woman, you witness misogyny, and even though you are a victim of it, some of the things that people say about women, you internalize, and then you project them outwards onto other women. Even though you obviously don't hate women yourself, it's like you just project that outwards, right? And then my logic was that if you are hearing 15-year-old girls and instantly going, you're trying to insult someone by saying that, it's because you've heard that in the past, internalized it, and then projected it outwards onto something that, in my head at the time, wasn't necessarily intended to be that way. And, like, I think that's correct. But I do think it's unfair of me to say that, like, that wasn't... I think saying that passes blame off, or makes it sound like I'm passing blame onto these people, and I'm not. I'm not saying that. I'm saying you've clearly laid witness to a lot of misogynistic comments, and, like, I think you've potentially assumed this is one, and it might not be. And it's not, like, you're not to blame. Like, the people that have, like, subjected you to that in the first place are to blame. But, like I hope that I don't think that came across at the time, because I see people, like, turning around to me all the time. And like, clearly that didn't come across, and I just wanted to, like, say that. Because, like, I wanted it to... Like, that's what I meant by that. And even maybe that's wrong. And if it is, I apologize. I'm obviously, I'm never going to be an expert on misogyny. I try my best to understand. I really do. But, like, you know, that it seemed to me like that, like, he had said something that was just true, and, like, people were pinning misogyny on it. Now I'm older, I can see that maybe it was said as a bit of like a, oh, that's embarrassing thing. But I don't know. I still, like, I can't tell if the tone was there or not, to be honest. I've heard so many accounts of that situation that it's so hard for me to tell at this point. But yeah, I just wanted to, because he just came on stream, and I've seen it a couple of times pop up in the chat, because whenever I say anything about Dream, his audience just go, well, you're a misogynist. And, you know, it probably should be clear to me that maybe it isn't that big of a deal when it's only people that dislike me anyway that, like, try and say it. Like, I don't think I've ever seen anyone be like, this guy seems really nice, but, like, he did this one thing one time that I disagree with. Like, it's either like you hate me and you use that to poke a stick, or you just don't care. But anyway, I wanted to mention it because I remember seeing that and being like, he's just done the thing, he did the thing that they accused me of, and no one cares. And I needed to feel vindicated. I needed to say to someone, like, is this not the same thing he just did? But, like, his was even more blatant. I don't know, like, I hope that makes sense, you know? Yeah, I think, because I tried to say at the time, like, I think this is just people that don't like me saying this because they already didn't like me, and they're trying to find an excuse not to like me. And maybe some people were genuinely upset, and if they were, I genuinely apologize. But I think a lot of people, like, were twisting it. Maybe I'm wrong, but I do think that's the case. And I think I feel very vindicated in the fact that those same people now aren't calling the guy they like out for it, which does imply that they were just doing it because they didn't like me, and not because they actually have an issue with the thing. So I've been very vindicated by that. Vindicated, I think, is the right word. So yeah, that was the thing. You know? I'm not saying he did it on purpose either, but, like, you know, everyone's thing with me was like, you should have noticed it. And I'm like, but I think it was actually quite implicit, and this was very explicit, so surely he should have noticed it, right? I don't know. Yeah, like, you know what? Like, if you know, as I've said, and I'll say it again to wrap this up, if I was genuinely complicit in misogyny in that moment, I apologize. And I apologize for being dismissive of it at the time it happened. It was definitely shrouded in a lot of hate for me in general, so it made it hard to see genuine reason in those complaints. And if it is there, then I apologize. But he has just done the same thing. And if you don't hold him accountable, but you hold me accountable, you're a piece of shit hypocrite. There you are, you know? Anyway, this was years ago. I just needed to bring it up. Because they bring it up all the damn time. You know, it just pisses me off because, you know, whatever. Whatever. Right. Oh, yeah. Tommy's TikTok. Let's have a look at that. Oh! Hold on. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Hold on. Hold on, everybody. Hold on, everybody. Just spot something. Before we do the TikTok. 2 seconds. Many of you will be unfamiliar with this concept, but it is the top of the hour. Now, there's actually over all platforms, there's about 10,000 of you. 11,000. There's probably around 10,000 of you that are unfamiliar with this because most of you aren't here all the time. Which, by the way, stream with car seat headrest tomorrow. Will and Andrew, we're playing their game, One Trait Escape. I believe I said that right. Be there. I would love to have you. 8 p.m. BST. GMT, sorry. We're in that time zone at the moment. Anyway. I run a minute-long ad at the top of the hour every hour to generate some income for the stream. There's a lot of viewers right now, so it's going to make a lot of money. If you want to sub, you don't have to watch an ad for the next 30 days, which means if you want to come to tomorrow's stream, well, you don't have to have ads on that either. But either way, go run ads now. So, oh, there we are. Here's all the subs. Bring those primes in. Primes are free. Some of you probably don't even open Twitch no more. If you got a free prime sub and you never open Twitch because you haven't watched it since the Dream SMP days, give it me right now. It's free money for me. Oh, here's all the primes. Thank you very much. Hold on. Let me thank some of you guys. Let me push that alert box. Thank you to Mothpa, Chipsu, a Penguin M. Oh my god, there's so many of you. Christ alive. God, I should have asked for more subs this stream. Should ask for way more subs this stream. Thank you for all the followers, by the way. Got lots of people following. A lot of you want to be here for car seat headrest tomorrow, huh? Appreciate that. Very kind. Very kind of you. Very kind of you. Thank you very much. Right. Oh, you guys on YouTube don't get ads. Well, you do, but you get an ad once every 6 minutes regularly anyway, so you don't get an ad now. You just get ads anyway. Anyway, thank you for all the primes. I'm just going to let you guys get all your primes out your system before I run the ad. How about that? Thank you very much, though. Thank you. I can't even thank everyone quick enough. Calvin the Silly, Electro Bro, Marriott Blade, King Woozy, Avia's Liquid, Search Warrant. Thank you all for your primes. Primes are free, by the way. Just link your Amazon Prime to your Twitch. Probably have a free one. Click down below. And I kick. I'll love your mum. Thank you. Oh, music's going to end. That's how long this has been going on. Yeah, indeed. Thank you for 2 months. All right. Tea leaf. All right. I'm going to run the ad now. If you didn't sub already, then you're going to have to watch an ad. I'm sorry. Thank you to everyone who did sub. No ad for you for 30 days. I'd like to see you over the rest of the month. You spent money now. Come on, you committed. Also, guys, if you want to spend a little bit more money. See you in a minute.
Low-key forgot I had a prime I didn't use. Sorry, King.
Oh, you're all good, man. You're all good. Fuck me. You had a lot of subs just then. Thank you for subbing. Appreciate you guys. I tell you what, this shit was not worth it unless we made a fuck ton of money on the Patreon. Not to say not to say I only have morals to make money. Everything I'm saying, I believe. But, you know, I've really engaged in this controversy. You know, I could have just made one tweet, you know, saying this is bad and left it there. But, you know, I fed you guys, so come on now. Tubbo got banned. Did Tubbo really get banned? Or is that just a lie? I heard he got banned, but I don't know if he has. Tubbo. No, he didn't, liar. He just ended stream. Ads nearly done. Hey, welcome back. All right, see this Tommy TikTok. See this Tommy TikTok, eh?
I added toes in.
Tommy in it.
6 months today, hell yeah.
Check his X. Oh, we'll check X. Oh wait, hold on. Music pause. Music pause. We're not ready for you. Christ. Why is it back? Do you think? I think he saw it come back and thought he was cool, and like, that's only if you're on like the right wing side of the internet, which he isn't, as much as he'd like to be. By the looks of things, I just, you know, like obviously you have one of the most like queer neurodivergent audiences on the internet. And I'm not saying that to insult, by the way, before someone tries to twist that. We shared that audience, and I'm very proud of it. I'm glad those people have a safe space. I've said it before, I'll say it again. Obviously, they're not going to fuck with right-wing bullshit. I just can't wrap my head around it. I still can't believe they stood by Sapnap when he joined Kick. What a piece of shit. Like, what a low thing to do, you know? Like everyone's here like, oh, you're selling out. You're just talking about drama for views. Imagine compromising on your morals for some fucking measly change. You know what I mean? Like being paid to go actively against your community, to take your community to a space where they are not safe. Imagine being paid for that. You know, I'm getting paid to say shit I believe. You know, I'm getting paid to say shit I actually think. Like, you know, I'm glad everyone likes money. I'm glad I'm making money. Right? I'm so glad I'm making money. I'm glad, you know what I'm going to do after this? Right? I actually don't know. I don't know how I'll celebrate this, but I know full well I just made a bag tonight, all right? I'm going to do something to celebrate. Maybe I'll go casino. Look, point is, right? Like, it's great. Money is great, all right? I'm not going to sit there and go, I would never do things for money. I wouldn't compromise on my morals, though. What? Just what a... Did you see his tweet? Whose tweet? Dream do another tweet? You just shut up, man. Joe Biden. I can't see it. Dream didn't do a tweet, I don't think. Unless he did it on my main. Cool. No. Bizarre, man. Genuinely convinced he has no idea what his audience like. Cool. I got a message. I won't name the person because I don't think I need to. But like a very heartfelt message being like, hey, you're totally fine on the misogyny bit. There's someone who, you know, would know a lot about it. Oh, Phil's here. Phil, I think you started all this. Phil, I think this is your fault somewhere along the... I think you making me really mad on the podcast is possibly the origin of this, I think. I don't know, but I think it is. So... Thanks for the views, Phil. And thanks for the views, Dream. Thanks for the views. And thanks for the Patreons. And thanks for the inevitable... what's that? Sorry. Yeah, I mean, no whoop. I've been saying it for years. People always... Oh, this one gets me. When people, they use that one tweet. I'm just accusing you for no reason, Phil. I'm just shit stirring up. I tell you, drama's great. People always use that one tweet I made years ago, that copy paste, where I'm like, if Dream has a million fans, I'm one of them. If Dream has 100 fans, I'm one of them. If Dream has one fan, I'm the only one. If Dream has 0 fans, I am dead. Like that bullshit copy paste I made years ago. What do you want me to say? What do you want me to say? I'll explain it. And people are going to say like... I didn't like him when I joined the SMP. I appreciated the invite, but I joined and I didn't like him. At this point, I didn't think he was a bad person. I just didn't like him. You know, sometimes you just don't vibe with a guy. I just didn't vibe with the guy. So I was very kind to him on the internet because I realized that in internet terms, we were colleagues and we should be friendly with each other. But behind the scenes, if anyone asked me, and you can ask anyone who's known me for years, I was always like, yeah, I don't like that guy very much. And I would have told him if he'd asked. I don't have an issue with that. You know, but at the end of the day, we were on an SMP together. The both of us liked being on, and there was no need to cause unnecessary beef at that time. But then when he started doing things that were actively bad, and like genuinely like bad, you know, that's when I started changing my tune and speaking about him publicly, because he did bad stuff. I don't get why people would be like, you changed up. Yes! The situation changed. Like, I don't know what you want me to say. Like, I never really liked him. I had a bit of intuition, but I'm not gonna be a dickhead to some guy off of my intuition of him. Like, I can say I don't like him to my friends privately, but like, I'm not gonna be a dick to some guy off of like a vibe check. But when he starts doing bad things, yes, I'm gonna be a dick to the guy. I don't like him. He's a dick. You know, and like, you know, maybe I'm immature, right? Like, maybe it's immature. Maybe I should just keep my mouth shut, but I don't care, all right? I make a living talking about things I want to talk about, and I want to talk about this. Fucking A, man. I've never seen a community like, because like, you know, this is how I see it. No one is perfect. Nothing is morally perfect. Everything you could argue is probably not good. Like, should I, as someone with an audience, be saying bad things about someone? Probably not, because my audience might attack them. Even though I say no, I do not want anyone to attack anyone, including Dream. Do not go out and now go and fucking harass him in DMs. Or, like, you can express your opinions on him, but don't go fucking calling him like a piece of shit. Like in his DMs and shit. Like, you know, like, say what you think, you know, but like, don't fucking do terrible shit, right? Like, I think that's obviously, that goes. But like, you know, I realize me saying that isn't going to stop everybody. There's probably one crazy Jack Manifold fan that I condemn, but there's like going out and like sending Dream a fucking horrible message right now. And like, fuck you, you're a bad person. But like, also I can't control that, sadly. And like, I realize I make that worse by talking. And like, but like, you could, it's like so frustrating. It's like, of course, but then Dream's spoken about people that he doesn't like, right? Like, everyone speaks about people they don't like. Like, nothing is exactly morally sound. Like, I realize that is a negative consequence of that. But like, sadly, you just can't be there's no perfect way of doing things. There's always going to be a slight negative to everything you've said. Annoyingly. And it's sad, but it's just the truth, right? But I've never seen a community look for the bad in literally everyone's sentences that they disagree with all the time. Like, look for any bad, and you'll always find it if you look hard enough. You'll always find it if you look hard enough. You'll always find something to say that isn't quite right about that. And it'll probably have logic behind it, and it'll probably be somewhat reasonable. But I've never seen a group of people like pick apart to the minutia everything everyone does and find fault in it, but then turn a blind eye to the most obviously bad shit and try and do all this mental gymnastics to say why it's good. I cannot fathom it. Like, I really, like, it is unheard of. It's unheard of. Like, you know, that's Hook's thoughts on Skibbity Toilet, though. It's alright. But, you know, like, I just... Like, that's what gets me. I think that it's the hypocrisy that is, you know, it's the hypocrisy that makes me angry. That's what it is. It's the hypocrisy. One of the things that gets, you know, when I was like, I see red, and everyone goes, oh, that guy's cringe, or, you know, whatever, right? It's just a turn of phrase. I don't actually see red. I'm not seeing it now. But like, you know, the thing that actually annoys me, right? The thing that actually annoys me, and this isn't every, and by the way, I'm not dogging on every Dream stan, right? Like, his videos aren't for me, but if they're for you, that's fine. If you want to enjoy his YouTube content, go ahead, man. I don't care. If you want to watch my YouTube content and watch his YouTube content, I don't care. I don't think you're like betraying me by being a fan of him. I'm talking about the people that go on Twitter and like do the shit I'm describing. I'm not painting everyone with the same brush. It's probably very sane people that just casually enjoy Dream content, and that's fine. I don't like the guy you like, but that's okay. You know, makes YouTube videos still once in a blue moon. You know, but like, see Brown because I smeared shit on my walls. But like, just the thing that actually makes me angry is the people that like, it's the hypocrisy of like the people I see. That it's when people defend these people that are obviously so bad and like have done things that are like it's not difficult to explain why these things are bad. These things are obviously bad. But then will try and do all this mental gymnastics to like explain why other people are bad, but then we'll ignore. It's like hypocrisy. It's a hypocrisy. It's a hypocrisy that frustrates. It's seeing bad people upheld as good people that like frustrates me to no end. I think that is what it is. I think it's the fact that like it's so blatant that this is a bad guy, and I can like I could sit here until the cows come home and like sort of like analyze things he said over the years and say why like this is like indicative of the fact that this guy is just clearly like doesn't care about other people and self-centered, and like I mean like this is all this stuff that is there that really supports that this is this guy's character, but these people won't see it, but then we'll like try and like I don't know, like we'll use like one example to paint someone. Mate, I'm leaving. I'm done. Back to coding. I'm just gonna like. Sorry, I think people always want to say I'm obsessed with it, and I'm not. But I'm deeply. It's just one of those things. There's like very few things that like make me this like angry, and it's seeing bad people upheld as good people. That is like the thing that like gets me the most. Like that is genuinely it. I've realized like that is the thing. That is always the thing that like absolutely like kills me, is just that thing. Let me hold the raid. I love you, Average Harry. All right, back to coding for me. Average Harry is doing something. I'll talk about this more on the podcast. If you have any complaints, direct them to my Twitter, my X, the Everything app. I'll address it on the podcast, or I won't if I can't be bothered. Fuck off. Right. It's been lovely chatting. Please come back tomorrow. If I don't have at least half of this viewership tomorrow, I'm quitting forever. No, don't, because now all the dream centers will be like, oh, guys, he says he's going to quit, and they're going to get, fuck off. So I got a little too angry there. I'm a passionate man. Bye-bye. Oh, one last time. Guys. $7.